This is my second update for my garden vegetable. Today is July 29th, 2011. These are some millionaire eggplants I planted about a couple weeks ago. Look a lot healthier now, a lot bigger. Hopefully they'll start producing some eggplants for me this season. The peppers so far kind of slowed down. The poblanos I harvested a couple weeks ago, and these are what's left of the plant. Over here you can see they're starting to start again and hopefully grow some more poblanos. The Caribbean habaneros, there's a couple here. A couple of them I already harvested. Haven't had a chance to taste to see how hot they really are compared to the regular habaneros. This is the Tabasco chili. Doing okay. And then these are the red peppers. Supposed to be like little bell peppers. I don't know how they'll grow. These ones are hot bananas. They don't look too thrilled right now. Looks like it's starting to slow down. The cayennes I harvested a bunch earlier. The red ones, these ones you can see are starting to turn red. And they look like they stopped producing. And this is a very, very sad, I believe this is a hot banana pepper. No. These are Cubanelles. I tried saving it, but the what do you call that? The fungus, wilting fungus got it. Serranos are starting to yield fruit. Over here are my lemon boys. Last week they got really out of control, and I had to trim some this morning. It's kind of bringing down my little cage here. These are the lemon boy tomatoes, different sizes. I tasted them, they're really pretty good. You can see there's more flowers, but these two actually, this is the first time they've actually started to yield fruit. It's been about 2 or 3 months, and I thought all they were going to do was start to grow leaves, but as you can tell, they're yielding a good amount of fruits. Over here is the Armenian cucumber. This is the one I just really could not get to grow any fruits whatsoever. It's been over 3 months and I've yet to have it produce any Armenian cucumbers. The smallest, the best I could do is have it flower, but I've not seen any other flowers. These are the little bugs that's been eating up on my fruits this year, my vegetables. You can see they're mating and making more of themselves, and I can't get these guys off my plants. These are my Japanese cukes. Supposed to grow about 18 to 26 inches, but not growing fairly long enough. I believe probably these bugs have something to do with it. But fortunately, there's some more that's starting to grow again. If you looked at my previous video, this side actually was dead and pretty much empty, but leaves are starting to grow again, and hopefully it'll still produce some more. I planted some cucumbers I got from seedlings, and hopefully they'll produce more. I live in Southern California, so our summers kind of extended pretty much to November, December sometimes. These tomatoes, I don't know what these are, but this is the first time they've produced. So we'll see how these tomatoes turn out to grow. Some random tomatoes I just planted. These seem to be Roma tomatoes. There's a whole bunch of them growing. I thought they were going to be the yellow pears, but apparently not. Oh, these are some more cucumbers, or I believe squashes I planted. I initially planted them over here on this bed, but they weren't doing so well. So I planted them in a pot, and we'll see how they start to grow, if they can come out of shock. over here is just a random yellow pear tomato. I decided to put in a pot to see how quickly it'll grow. And this is right here my squash bed. As you can tell, they're pretty much done for the season. They would start growing, but then just start turning yellow. It could be because of the bugs that are on these plants. This is the buttercup squash I had growing. Thought was going to do well, but then it started turning yellow, so I just cut it up. I trimmed a whole bunch of these leaves and just cut them off the stems, just so then they're not sucking up any other nutrients. And this is part of the kabocha squash. Oh no, this is just a regular Magda squash. This one over here is the kabocha, or I'm sorry, the buttercups. Growing about this big already so far. Hopefully I can still get some to come out, although they say about 2 or 3 to 4 fruits, and that's pretty much it, but there's still some growing, so hopefully they can mature enough. These are the remaining Magda squashes. As you can tell, they start turning yellow even before the flowers start to open up. This is a butternut squash I could just never get to grow. This is the biggest I've got to grow, but if you look over here, there's a little bit growing over here, so maybe I can get one for the year. So I'm pretty much ready to cut these guys out and start planting the winter squashes. I'm just keeping these attached. Hopefully they can stay green enough, and I can go ahead and put them in my compost bin. I bought one from Amazon a week ago, and hopefully it should come by the 5th. And then I'll update you with this garden bed over here. Real quick, I got envious because some of you guys had watermelons and honeydews and cantaloupes, so I know it's late in July already. I'll see if I can get these to grow. And some more cucumbers that I just put in a pot. These ones seem to be doing fairly better than the ones that I planted on the ground. So I'll try to keep these guys isolated so I can keep the bugs off. And I can pull that garden bed and start transplanting these soon. So if you guys remember from a couple weeks ago, these were really small and it looked like they were gonna make it, but they're starting to flower up, and hopefully they'll start producing. I'm not sure if these are the French squashes, the round squash. I forgot what they're called, but hopefully I can get some to grow, but not before these little bugs get them. So I don't know if they'll survive. Some more cucumbers right here. Yellow pear tomato, just like the lemon boy. Some strange reason they just had an outburst of leaves growing, and I had to put some more weight support because the weight was just too much. These are some bok choy that somehow grew. I don't remember planting, but I just let it grow since there was nothing really much to harvest, and these look like pods that'll have the seeds in it, so I'll let it grow until they fall off, and I'll start just harvesting the pods so I can get some seeds from it. My peppers, I harvested some red ones. These are the jalapenos, doing okay. But this is supposed to be Big Bertha. Well, not really big. Looks like it's about to go out with the wilting fungus, so I'll try to see if I can save it. Finally, after about 4 months, I've got my first okra here. These are the Clemson okra, I believe. I have about 2 or 3 that are growing okay. The rest are just kind of trying to grow. My lemon boys, You can start to see them turning yellow right here. Doing pretty good. Some more Romas. Early Girl. Better Boys. Romas. Cherry tomatoes are doing okay. You know, they have their phases of turning brown, and I try to trim them. More tomatoes right here. Eggplant. Can't get them growing big enough. So far, when I bought them at the store, these are the same size, and I don't know if they're growing or whatnot. This is an Armenian cucumber. I wanted to go plant it here in the pot, see if it can produce any kind. They kind of look like in a bit of shock, so hopefully they'll get better. And as you can see, look, I have my first zucchini. Last year, these were the only things I planted squash-wise. I kind of chose to grow something else different, so but I missed the zucchinis, so I'm growing these again. This right here is the soybeans, the edamames. Looks like someone's digging up. I don't know if it's my dogs, but it looks like I need to go in and put more support on this before they start coming off. You can see these are the other edamames, or I'm sorry, the soybeans. They're starting to flower up. Hopefully they'll start producing. Some more Japanese eggplants. This is the only one that survived last year, so I'll look like be harvesting those sometime soon. Tabasco. I need to move these guys because they aren't getting that much sunlight because of everything else. These are the green beans that I've planted, and it just kind of finally grew wild on me, but it's great. I don't know if this is a ladybug or this doesn't look like a bug that I want, so shoot off. Some more cucumbers. Got a little cucumber there. Asparagus is not looking that great, but still alive. That's all that matters. And my Brussels sprouts. Now when I had planted these, I just threw seeds together and they all started growing. And I'm afraid to go ahead and separate them because I don't know if they'll die. But we'll see how it goes. This asparagus, however, seems to be growing a little bit better. This is my bitter melon. In Tagalog we call it ampalaya. You can see it's starting to grow already. And this one is still the same size. These are some more of those French squashes. And this is my gypsy pepper that I will be returning to Home Depot because it doesn't look like it's going to recover. Then over here real quick, a small bunch of tomatoes that I tried salvaging. Hasn't really produced any other fruits except this one. We'll pick this now, see how easily it comes off. Regular basil, and I forgot what these ones were. Some serrano peppers. These are the Keystone bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, orange bell pepper. Another bitter melon. And this is a pumpkin. I know it's a little bit too late, but I'll see if I can harvest my own pumpkins for Halloween. Some more peppers I got going on here. Little greenhouse bed I have here. Here's nothing growing really. I can't get this to work right. Either I'm doing something wrong or the seeds are just bad, and these are some bok choys I just pushed in, and hopefully they start growing. Some more soy. Some more peppers. I believe this is a squash, and that's an eggplant right there. There's a squash, and I believe this one's the honeydew. And this is the kabocha squash. I planted these, and hopefully they start to get bigger, and I'll have more to harvest. Some more cucumbers. I believe these are the lemon cucumbers.